Six kittens who are almost 3 weeks old were left abandoned at the dumpster at Pet Helpers early Wednesday morning. Today, I talk one-on-one with Will Howell of Pet Helpers to give me the latest on what's going on in this case. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Will Howell, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Hey, how's it going, Quintin?
Doing great here. We have a special Quintin's Close-Ups interview with you because obviously we got some devastating news earlier this week. Apparently, 6 kittens were abandoned behind the Pet Helpers dumpster there on Foley Road on James Island as the South Carolina shelters experience capacity crisis. And I know that Pet Helpers is actually offering a $1,000 reward in information with any information about what happened with these kittens. Apparently, it happened on Wednesday morning after severe weather. Pet Helper staff investigated the faint sound of crying from a damp box found behind the shelter's dumpsters. Inside were 6 tiny kittens, barely 3 weeks old, with no signs of the individuals who left them there. Let me ask you, Will, who found these kittens?
So actually, our shelter manager and assistant shelter manager were going out in the morning. It was really early, around 7 o'clock. We were experiencing some really severe storms that night, 13-mile-per-hour winds. It was flash flooding. It was a really, really heavy storm here on James Island. And so they were going out, and they heard a faint sound of crying. And they investigated this box that was behind our dumpster, actually, and it was soaked completely through the cardboard, and inside they found 6 3-week-old kittens. And if you know anything about kittens, you know that at that age, they need to either be in the care of a home or at least in the care of a mother cat who can take care of them, feed them, and all of that. So it was a really concerning situation. They quickly brought them into the shelter, warmed them up, made sure they had some warm rice socks, which is a thing that we do here at the shelter, where you fill up a sock with some rice and you throw it in the microwave, and it gives the kitten something warm to kind of cuddle up to and simulates kind of being near their mother. But they got them warmed up. We started bottle feeding them, and they're completely healthy. We're really happy. We have them at the shelter right now in our quarantine, just keeping a nice watch over them. But right now they are all doing really good. But all the same, it could have been a really bad situation because these animals were left out in a place where they could have been left. And I mean, with those storm conditions, they could have easily even drowned in that box. It was a really dangerous situation. They could have even faced getting pneumonia or getting really sick from their immune systems getting compromised from the cold. But all in all, it was a really, really scary event, and we were lucky to have found them when we did, because it could have been much worse with the storms that continued throughout that morning. So all in all, we were really scared.
And how big was that box, Will?
So, it was your typical 12 by 12 small box. They were all just in there. There was some debris and other things inside of the box. They weren't properly taken care of, and so we were just really concerned about their well-being. And so that's why we've really put out this $1,000 reward, because in the state of South Carolina, when you leave an animal without securing them a home and not giving them the proper things they need to survive, that is considered criminal animal abandonment, and that is endangering their lives. And it's something that we really want to get out in the community, that's something we discourage, because you can legally surrender stray animals to us in a safe, proper manner, and you can just do it by coming through our front door. You can email intake@pethelpers.org to get in contact with our intake department. They'll set you up with a surrendering appointment. It's a really simple process, and we just want people to do it in a safe way that doesn't endanger the lives of kittens, because in the low country where we have storms like this, you can't just be leaving animals out behind dumpsters, even if it is at the animal shelter. And I mean, a lot of the people who did this were probably thinking they were doing the right thing by leaving them here, but that's why we say you're still endangering their lives, and it's just better to do it in the safe, legal manner.
And speaking of safe and legal, do you all have any cameras behind that dumpster?
So we do have some cameras surrounding our premise, I'm actually not privy to any of the footage or anything of that, but I can say that we are reviewing all of that and trying to cooperate with the authorities as needed.
And obviously, inside the box were 6 tiny kittens, barely 3 weeks old, as you all reported. Was the mother in that box as well?
There's no sign of any mother or anything like that. It doesn't seem like a mother left them there or anything. It seemed very much that they've been placed there. So we are concerned about all of the situation, how these kittens were found in the first place, and all of that. Currently, we understand that there is a desperation to deal with these pets that come into people's possession, and they might not be able to care for them because there's a capacity crisis across shelters all over the Low Country right now.
And if anybody wants to, give you more information about this investigation, how should they go about that?
Okay, so if they have any information pertaining to this, we recommend that they email msusco@pethelpers.org. That's M as in Melissa, Susco @pethelpers.org. So any information, send it there.
Send it there. And thank you for your time here on Quintin's Close-Ups
Yeah,
again,
of course.
and I'll see you next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll see you next week, Quintin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.